can you tell our followers who you are, what you do?
Well, my name is Monique and I'm a fashion designer, and when I was a child I already knew that I was becoming a fashion designer and what I want to design all, menswear and accessories, etc. And it's taking a long time, of course, and but now I started my ready-to-wear collection, and I'm now working on the fourth collection already, winter 17-18. And I have a beautiful partner in China, but she's a Dutch lady, Monique Besson. She's a textile engineer. She has also her own production in China. And we work together, and she has her own fabrics as well, like ready to wear and waist to weave. Waist to wear.
Yep.
And waist to weave. And waist to wear stands for fabric production out of recycled plastics. And we have the most beautiful, gorgeous materials. And she started with that 9 years ago, and then she moved on and developed. And we have the most gorgeous fabrics, and you can wear it, you can wash it, you can do everything with it. And it's really top quality. And I'm designing with these fabrics. So at the moment, most of my designs, about 70% of the collections, are made of this repeat material. And the rest of the 30% is also conscious. So the environment must be good, the people must be treated well, etc., all certified. And for this summer 17 collection, I worked with waste to weave fabrics for the first time, and the first designer ever, because till now it was only used for tablecloth and for the floor.
Oh.
And we developed now for also ladies wear fabrics, and I started with 3 items in my collection made out of this, and it's very special because this is made on the hand loom, and so it's unique, and it's made by women, and they are going to start their own business maybe in 2 years because they are getting paid very well, and on top of that they get extra wages, and so they can earn in 2 years their own loom. How nice is that? That's really empowering, I think. And I think this is also important because we in the fashion business, we have to change things. And I always said you have to change things and start with yourself. And that's how I was started, and that's why I called Monique and said we are going to be partners in this. And she said, yes, let's do it. So that's how we started.
The women that you're supporting, are they from a poor background? Talk a little bit about...
the women in India, yes, they are coming from a poor background, really from poverty. They have only one thing they want, and that's hope for the future, hope for the children. And so now they can earn extra money for the family, good normal wages. And on the sides, they are having in 2 years their own loom. And how nice is that? And Monique is also supporting the whole chain that after, if we maybe can't support everyone then with making fabrics, but there will be a business for them. So supporting in that for the future, that they don't have a loom and or they do have a loom and don't have anything to do. No, so they have business.
The material is recycled plastic? Tell us exactly.
Yeah, what I have here in my hand, this is 100%, looks like a gabardine, but it's 100% recycled plastic. But I have more, I have fabrics that look and feel like silk or crepe.
Right.
And it's just amazing. And we can finish it in different ways, but also we can make blends out of it, so mix it with different materials, but also put in before making the yarns, add something and to make it more breathable, to make it even more, and because if you wash it, all kind of materials, when we wash it, it leaves, scientists now know that it's polluting also all the waters, the oceans, etc. And we already like plastic, eating it without knowing. And it's hardly to see with the bare eye. But we know that happens. It's like you put it in the dryer and you have this you know,
yep.
you see it, but then very, very thin, tiny.
Yeah. This is obviously cotton, silk, satin.
Yeah, they wear it like silk satin, but it's 100% repeat, so recycled plastics from waste to wear. And how great is that? This was the opening fashion week last year, this whole collection, and people were really like, what's happening here? And I had a few items in this fabric, in waste-to-wear fabrics, just to see for myself what I can do with it. That is very interesting, and I can do a lot, as you can see with it. And also to show people another way of thinking, another look, etc. And this is, I think it's great.
From a designer's point of view, you've been in the industry many, many years. Is it easy to work with?
Yeah, actually, funny, everyone is asking me this, because you can have, for example, one type of silk in 2 colors. Or I made a design for the Haute Couture in a silk crepe or a silk chiffon. And then we can say, okay, we did 200 hours or so work in it, and then it's okay. Next time I make a sort of the same dress, not the same dress, of course, because it's couture, but you think, okay, we know this fabric, we know, but the color is different. And then, but the same fabric, same weight, then it can give also differences that we say, hey, this is not possible, or flat on the table, it looks good, like a French seam. And if you hang it, you go, and then we go crazy because there were so many hours in it, and it looks great, and if you hang it, it's not. So why does this happen? Well, so this material, or these materials, are not very different from the normal materials. So I didn't find anything that I say, whoa, this is really a challenge, let's say.
Yeah.
And not differently than other fabrics. So the normal things are happening if I see with a seam that I think, no, we have to make a seam different, or we have to make the stitch different in the seam, or that's no different than other materials.
Fantastic.
Actually, yes, I can do everything with it.
Well, I think you're one of the most inspirational Dutch women I've ever met.
Thank you.
It is a skill, it is an art. You've never given up.
No.
And congratulations for that. And I know you're just going to get bigger and bigger.
I hope so.
Because you have the will, and where there's a will, there's a way.
That's true.